I mean, can you blame me for having trust issues? Hi everyone, it's Tash and welcome to another Wednesday recipe video. And today for my final video in my Thai food series, for now, we're going to be making Khanom Kleeb Lamduan. Timestamps are down below in the description if you want to skip the initial blah blah, but stick around if you want to hear a little bit about what we're making first. And yes, I have a new microphone. This one seems to be working a lot better than the other one, but I'm still scared because the last one I did test before using it and I used it and then the video came out awful. Anyway, Khanom Kleeb Lamduan. These are Thai shortbread-like cookies that are shaped like a lamduan flower, and it's made super simply just with flour, oil, sugar and a little salt. Traditionally it's just made with any sort of flavourless vegetable oil, but I like using coconut oil with mine because it gives an extra little coconut edge. And by now I should have either landed back in London from my Thailand trip or I am on my way home. Hence why this is going to be the last in my Thai dessert series for now. Now Khanom Kleeb Lamduan often have an extra secret ingredient which I am going to use today, and that is a tian. And this is a candle that's packed full of really fragrant, sweet smelling herbs, and it's often used in ceremonial desserts in Thailand. It's basically a tool to smoke things, most often to smoke coconut milk that's then used to make desserts, or to smoke the made up desserts when they're finished. All you have to do is put whatever you want to smoke in a large bowl or pot, pop this in a bowl and put it in the middle, light it, blow it out and then quickly put the lid on top of your pot. And this emits a really heavy fragrant smoke, so that's going to sink to the bottom and smoke everything. And you can leave it in there anything from 10 minutes to overnight. I think it smells wonderful. It's like an edible incense. So let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. First things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 180 degrees C. Now here I have 150 grams of plain flour. I'm going to add 75 grams of icing sugar and about half a teaspoonful of salt. And here I have 50 milliliters of melted coconut oil. Now we might not need all of it, we might actually need a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure because every time I've made this I've eyeballed it, so this time I'm going to do correct quantities for you. So we've actually started with 50 milliliters here. And I'm gloved up because we're going to use our hands to mix, and you can do this with your bare hands, but I don't like the feel of dough under my fingernails, so when it's smooth I'm going to get rid of the glove because I don't have a problem with that, but it's when it's all grainy I hate it. So we're going to gradually add our coconut oil because we might not need it all, and we're going to mix until it just comes together as a dough. We're up to 90 now. And we are done. Right, like we don't want it to be too squishy, otherwise it's not going to hold its shape. But this is just about right. So you can see it's a little bit rough, but when you squeeze it, it comes together. And let me take a little bit, if you roll it, it shouldn't, in theory, crumble. Lovely, that is perfect. If you do end up adding too much coconut oil, or whatever oil you're using by the way, don't worry, you can just add more flour. But you know, it's best to do it bit by bit, otherwise if you keep on adding more flour then it's too dry, add more oil, too wet, add more flour, you're just going to have a huge amount and it's not going to be as tasty because you won't have enough sugar in it either. So yep, this is about done. I'm just trying to clean the edges of my hands. Now let's divide this up and colour it. Now all I've done is I've divided these into 3 and I've squished them up. And now we're going to colour them. I'm going to start with, let's start with pink. This is gel food colouring by the way, it's good because it won't make the dough that much wetter, it's nice and thick. There we go, I'm just going to give my glove a wipe so we don't contaminate the colours. We're going to do yellow next. I know there's still a tiny bit of pink, a little bit of cross-contamination is okay, it won't show up. That's our yellow done, mixed a little bit more easily than the pink. And finally purple. There we go, just going to take the glove off because for this next part I prefer to feel what I'm doing. Now what I like to do is simply divide these into balls. And you can see I have indeed divided them into 6 each, and I'm rolling them into balls, and I'm just going to put them on a lined baking tray, which I'll show you in a bit. Now I've actually prepared 2 baking trays because although we have sort of 18 balls, they're actually going to be more because of each one we're going to divide them into 4, but we're only going to use 3 petals. We're going to split this into 4, just like this. And I'm going to put 3 of these over here, and we're going to slowly shape the Lamduan flower. So we're using 3 of the petals. We're going to squidge them down just a little bit at the base, opening that flower up. And now I'm going to take this, one of the petals, I'm going to, let's see, how much we need. I'm going to roll it up into a ball, and I'm going to place it in the middle. This also helps to shape it, so again you don't have to really squish it down that much because it helps to shape it. And I'm going to cut, well I'm going to score really, 3 lines matching the petals. Sorry how shaky my hands are. And that is our Lamduan flower, and we have to do this with all of these. Now you'll probably notice that they do have the tendency to start squishing down a little, so this one I'm not going to really smush at all. I've just placed the petals there. I'm going to roll the centre up and just use that as the anchor, gently pushing down. And now I'm going to score on whatever these things are. Oof, my hands are so shaky. And we'll see how this guy turns out. Aren't these cute? I find the more that you make them, the better you get at it. As you can see, the yellow ones, objectively, well, subjectively rather, look the best. The purple ones, pink ones, they get better as you go along. Right, now all that's left to do is bake these, and all you have to bake them for is about 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 12, depends on your oven. Start at 8, but we want to take these bad boys out before they go brown. So let's bake them in batches. Here we are, and is it me or do they actually look a little bit better after being baked? Now we just need to let these cool down completely. I'm going to do the yellow ones as well. Same time, anything from 8 to 12 minutes. These are actually 9 on the dot, and they are absolutely fine. These purple ones just about trying to turn brown, so maybe 8 minutes would have been best for my oven. Again, like I said, it depends on your oven because all of them are slightly different, and you won't know unless you literally have an oven thermometer. So let's let these cool down. Now that our little biscuits are completely cooled, I've actually put them in a wok, in a circle like that. I've got a little bowl in there, which I've also covered in foil just to protect it, because I've also put a tian in it. This is a Thai fragrant candle. It's wax and a load of really sweet smelling herbs. What we're going to do is we're going to set it alight so we can then blow it out, cover it, and smoke our biscuits. So let me just go ahead and light these. We're just going to let it burn for a couple of seconds just to make sure the wax is a bit melted. Now we're quickly going to blow them out, and then we're going to cover it with the lid. And I've actually blocked the little hole in this lid because we want it to be sealed tight and none of that lovely smoke to escape. So let's blow it out. Take a look at that lovely smoke. It's heavy, so it's settling. And I'm just going to leave this here for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. You can actually do it overnight if you want a really strong flavour. To be honest, I did that once. It was way too smoky for me. But I'm just going to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes. And I can already smell that lovely fragrance. It's almost sweet. And now these are ready to eat. Ooh, it smells lovely, like incense. Look at how cute these are. The pink ones definitely came out a lot stronger than I intended. I wanted a lighter colour, but they still look fabulous. Isn't that so pretty? And it smells wonderful. I'm going to take a bite, so cheers. I wonder if the microphone picked up that crunch. That's so lovely, perfectly crunchy, little bit of coconut flavour coming through from that coconut oil. And it really is like a kind of shortbread, especially since we added that little bit of salt. So it's sweet, but then we have a tiny little edge of salt that brings all the flavour out. And of course you have those wonderful incense notes from the tian candle. So there you go, Khanom Kleeb Lamduan, Thai lamduan flower shaped biscuits. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video, and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram, I'm tashcakes.taste, and find me on TikTok too. I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Give this video a like if you'd like to help other people find it. Comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I'll see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. I have a feeling I'm going to have a volume boost whenever I use it on my chest because it's further away from my face.